Now, this is what I heard. I've heard that Tony Khan wants Adam Coleslaw to be the biggest face in the company. He wants to push him as the top babyface in the whole entire company. Now, how do I feel about that? Like, honestly, I have no issue with it, based on the fact that he might be the most over guy in that whole entire company in terms of the type of crowd reactions he gets every time they hear his theme music. So I have no problem with him being pushed as a top guy. Now, I bet you're asking, how come I don't like Adam Coleslaw as a pro wrestler? Look, I remember maybe 6 years ago, I think 7 years ago, I watched him in Ring of Honor, right? Now, I was actually a fan of him when he was in Ring of Honor. But it was based on the fact that he was young, right? So I felt like, okay, he's still growing into his body. Years from now, he's gonna put more time in that gym and he is going to have the body of a pro wrestler. Because I felt like, all right, he ain't that big, but based on his age, I felt like, okay, eventually he's going to grow into his man body based on hard work. Like, that's like common sense, right? Every wrestler should want to be big. Let's just be real. That's the point of being a wrestler. You want to keep on getting bigger and bigger because you want the look of a professional wrestler. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I thought that eventually he would grow into his man body. Same thing like a Ricochet. Same thing like Will Ospreay. Both those guys used to be slim. Now they are jacked up, swole, jacked. They grew into their man body. Adam Coleslaw did not do that. That's why I turned on him. I'm like, nah, bruh, you are lazy. What is your excuse? Dude, Will Ospreay, there was a point in time, this dude was like, what, maybe 180? Now, I think he's like 230. He put in work in that gym. Look at Ricochet. He used to be slim. Now he is swole and jacked up. He is fit. He's in shape. Those two guys are around the same age as Adam Coleslaw. So I'm like, bro, what is your excuse? Dog, you can't just mind your attention to the work rate. That's what he is. That's all he does, is just maintains his attention to the work rate. That's all he cares about. That's why I turned on Adam Coleslaw years ago. Because I'm like, okay, bro, why do you have the exact same body when you was in Ring of Honor? That was years ago. What is your excuse? Right? Now, people want to say, right? Like, they want to say, well, when he was in NXT, he had a better body. I'm like, huh? Where? He was still slim. What are you talking about? If he was in better shape in NXT, Vince would have took him seriously on the main roster, but he did not. Vince and Bruce, they wanted Adam Coleslaw to be a manager. So what proof do you have that he had a better body down in NXT? Like, bro, did you see his promo with Karrion Kross? He looked frail compared to Kross. So what are you talking about? I go to the gym. I did 4 shows. I did 4 bodybuilding shows, so don't tell me on how a guy should look or did he look good at all. Adam Coleslaw never looked good at all. What are you talking about? I'm a goddamn bodybuilder. This is my job, to be big and to look good. So I know what a body looks like, or what it should look like as a pro wrestler. When it comes to Adam Coleslaw, he never had an impressive body. Look, I ain't saying he should be built like Braun Breaker, but damn, at least try to be built like a Darren Ricochet. At least he's fit and in shape. I take him seriously when he's in that ring. Seriously, I do. It's just he doesn't have a lot of charisma, but I never had an issue with his body. He actually looks the part. But when it comes to Adam Coleslaw, it's like, man, like, I don't like lazy guys, right? He's had that same physique since Ring of Honor. That's why I turned on him. It's like, I thought he would get bigger. Listen, all you Adam Coleslaw fans, guys who look like that are not gonna sell out a WrestleMania. Guys who look like that are not gonna sell out a goddamn SummerSlam. When it comes to the main roster audience compared to the all elite wrestling audience, it's apples and oranges. They don't take guys seriously who are built like a Johnny G. Hence why so far he's been a failure on the main roster, as I said he would have. Bodies count for a lot on the main roster. Unless you have a over-the-top character like a Sami Zayn, it's not gonna work out for you, right? So, dog, it's been 7 long years, man. 7 years since he's been in Ring of Honor. Nothing has changed with this guy when it comes to how the way he looks. This is professional wrestling. Would have been a fan of pro wrestling if Hogan was built like Adam Coleslaw? Would have been a fan of Rick Rude if he was built like Johnny G? Would have been a fan of pro wrestling if the Ultimate Warrior was built like Adam Coleslaw? Would Vince have drew money? No. Bodies count for a lot. We want to see a goddamn freak show. We want to see a freak show of people that don't look like us. That's why Hogan was drawing money. That's why the Warrior was drawing money. You have to push people that don't have the look of the average man. We need a freak show. People that don't have the look of the average guy that you see walking down the street. But the point is, do I think it's a good thing that TK wants to push Adam Coleslaw as a top guy, as a face? No, I feel like that is a good thing. If he is over, hey, you gotta run with him. But do I think he will be successful as a face? That is a huge question mark. That is a huge question mark. Will he be a top guy? Will he be successful as a top guy? I've never seen Adam Coleslaw as a face. When he was in NXT, they did try to push him as a singles guy by himself, right? And to me, I don't know, it did not work out. When Adam Coleslaw was in NXT and he was fighting with Kyle O'Reilly, I felt like he was struggling as a guy that was by himself. as I made multiple videos about it, I said, how come this guy is never by himself? Why does he always need to be in some kind of faction? Why can't he get over by himself? Why does he need people? Why does he always gotta be in some kind of group? So we will see if he will be good by himself, because that's what he's gonna be. He has to be by himself. Please do not pair his ass up with the Bucks or Omega. Listen, if it was up to me, I would book Omega as a heel, and I would make him feud with Adam Coleslaw. I would have the Bucks turn on Adam Coleslaw, because that's what he did to them. They should return a favor to him. If you want to push Adam Coleslaw as a face, all right, have Omega and the Bucks turn on him as payback. That's what they should do. But if they really want to put Adam Coleslaw as a top face, I would have Adam Coleslaw beat Max. If you really want people to take him seriously as a face, months from now, he needs to beat Max. I felt like that actually does make sense. Like, bro, you are paying this guy tons of money. Tons of money. That has to count for something. He needs to beat Max. I felt like that actually makes sense. And based on his size, I don't know, man. I felt like maybe he should be pushed like a poor man's Daniel Bryan based on his size. Look, he needs to embrace the fact that, bro, you are small. I'm sorry. People need to be cutting promos on your lack of size. Hey, you asked for it. Look, man, if you don't want to hit that gym, I have every right to bash how the way you look. If you want to change my mind, hit that goddamn gym. If you want to stop me from talking crap about your physique, hit that gym. Listen, I feel like Adam Coleslaw does have potential. It's just his body holds him back from people taking him seriously. It's like, how can you push him as a WrestleMania main eventer being built like that? I can't see Adam Coleslaw versus Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 39. Can you see that? Nope. I can't see it. So having a body that's credible works in fake wrestling. When it comes to fake wrestling, you have to look the part. It's fake wrestling. You have to sell it. It's like, yeah, Hogan was not the best work rate guy. Listen, looks matter when it comes to professional wrestling. Okay, maybe looks don't matter in all elite wrestling, but looks matter when it comes to the WWF. Hence why they make more money than all elite wrestling. Looks matter. Hence why they love pushing Reigns. He has that look. They love pushing Drew Mack. He has that look that you can market. That's the point. It's all about marketing. You have to market people who freaking look the part. That's the point of pro wrestling. When it comes to Adam Coleslaw, it's like he don't draw money with that look. That's why he was forced to leave. Now, when it comes to Max versus Adam Coleslaw, I think Max will destroy him when they finally have a promo face-off battle. I think Max is a way better talker. But Do I think Adam Coleslaw should beat him? Yes. Based on the fact that, well, he's a small guy. Max is small, so what the hell is the goddamn difference? That's what they cheer for in all elite wrestling. They cheer for guys who are small. So I feel like, okay, what's the problem? Yes, I feel like Adam Coleslaw should beat Max. Because Adam, he is more so better known. He has a way bigger name. I feel like he's more popular. So I feel like, why not? When he was world champion for NXT, I felt like he was a good champion. So he does have experience being the face of a brand. Like I said, for that brand, that works pretty good. He is a very, very small guy. They push small wrestlers, so I'm like, okay, that actually does make sense. But do I think Adam Coleslaw will be a good face? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I would love to see it, but so far, I've never seen him as a face. Now, this is how Adam Coleslaw will get over as a face. He needs to embrace the fact that he's a small guy. That's how he will get over. If he actually embraces the fact that he's a small guy, I feel like the crowd will somewhat cheer for him. He will get over as a sympathetic face if he was to embrace the fact that he is a small guy. He is a very undersized guy. The crowd loves small guys that they can cheer for, who know that they're small. If he does that, I feel like he will have a good face run. He needs to embrace the fact that he's a small ass dude. But overall, I have no issue with Khan trying to push Adam Coleslaw as a top face for that brand, because that makes sense. He is the most over guy on that brand based on his theme song. People love his theme song. People love cheering him. So I feel like, look, he should have been a face a long time ago, based on the fact that nobody boos him. It's like, how are you a heel if people sing your theme song? If people say boom? How are you a heel if people say Adam Cole baby? It's like, I've never seen him actually get booed, actually. Have you? Nope, I have not. I see people cheering him. I never see people booing him. All I see is Adam Coleslaw signs in that crowd. So Adam Coleslaw, he should have been a face a long time ago. So I'm actually looking forward to him as a face. I want to see how it would work. That's it. I'm done.